everyone! This is my storybook. This storybook titled Clever Katya by Julia Donaldson. It is a retelling of a story of a beautiful and clever farmer's daughter named Katya. The story Clever Katya is an old Russian folk tale. The main characters in the story are Katya and the Tsar, who is the king of Russia. Katya is a clever girl, while the Tsar thinks he is the cleverest person in Russia. One day, the Tsar of Russia meets Katya's father and asks for some bread. The Tsar loves the tasty bread and asks who had baked the bread. The farmer told the Tsar that Katya had made the bread. The Tsar thought that the person who had baked the bread must be clever. In order to prove Katya is clever, the Tsar asked Katya to solve 3 difficult tasks. The first task, the Tsar asked Katya to hatch out the hard-boiled eggs into chickens. So, she thought of something to solve the first task. The next day, the Tsar was on his way back to the Katya's house. He saw Katya threw some bird beans onto the ground and sang, "Grow, beans, grow!" The Tsar laughed and asked, "How can boiled beans grow?" The Katya replied that the boiled beans can grow as quickly as hard-boiled eggs can hatch out. The Tsar thought it was a clever reply and he praised Katya. The second task, the Tsar gave Katya a handful of wool and asked her to make curtains for the palace. After thinking, she gave the Tsar a little twig and asked him to make a spinning wheel so that she can spin the wool and make the curtains. The Tsar knew he couldn't make it, and he laughed. Katya won again. The third task, the Tsar gave Katya a cup. He wanted her to fill the cup with all the water from the sea. The next day, Katya gave the Tsar an empty cup. When the Tsar was about to think that Katya was not that clever because she couldn't do what he asked, Katya explained about the empty cup. She said she could fill the cup with all the water from the sea, but if she did, the water from all the rivers will flow into the sea and fill it up again. So, if the Tsar could dam up all the rivers first, she could fill the cup with the water from the sea. The clever Katya once again proved to the Tsar that she was very clever. She was able to solve all of them. This makes the Tsar to fall in love with her and marry her. Katya made the Tsar promise that he ever gets unhappy with her and asked her to leave the palace. She must be allowed to take one thing that she loves the most in the palace. One day, the Tsar was unhappy and Katya took away the Tsar in a chest, brought him back to her home. When the Tsar woke up, he was annoyed at Katya. Katya reminded the Tsar of his promise. The Tsar finally realized that Katya was a clever person and made him very happy. The Tsar realized that Katya loved the Tsar and not his riches. Another part I like the most in the story is when Katya reminded the Tsar about his promise. I like this part because this part makes me laugh and made the Tsar realize that he wasn't the cleverest person in Russia. The lesson that I learned from this book is we should never think that we are the cleverest person in this world. Even we are clever, we need to be humble. Another lesson I learned is that we must accept a person as he or she is and not for their status or for their riches. I would rate this book as 9 out of 10 because the book is interesting to read. It also gives a good moral advice. For me, it uses simple words and easy to understand. So, that's all from me. Thank you. Bye.